A promise of peace for the nation. God will proclaim peace to the nation. Looking at our nation today, you might feel discouraged because of the loss and unexpected difficulties we are facing nowadays. While our nation keeps hoping for peace through man's solutions, we know that only God can fix the issue in our nation in a permanent way. So we have to totally surrender to God. Whatever step we might take, the efforts of all human beings in the sight of the Lord is absolutely nothing. So even if we try to find out various solutions for our problems, it will not be permanent. But God can fix all the issues of our nation in a permanent way. He will proclaim and give us His peace in the midst of storms. God blesses a nation because of our prayers, not of its power. With power, we cannot do anything. Only by prayer. Your prayer is very important. My prayer is very important to bring peace to the nation. Let us pray to God and ask Him to make Himself known in a powerful way in our nation. I am sure that we will find a very peaceful and conducive atmosphere in our nation very soon because of all our combined prayers. A very peaceful day to each one of you. What do you see? Can you read this? Consumption and investment function. Consumption and investment function. It's chapter 4, found on page number 52. Chapter 4, page number 52. This is the picture of Higgs. Okay. So Higgs has given a theory on multiplier and a theory of accelerator. So I have his picture, a picture of Higgs here in the first slide. So in this lesson, we shall be seeing about the multiplier, the accelerator, the marginal propensity to consume, and many more. Okay. So the primary macroeconomic objective is acceleration of the growth of national income. What do you mean by acceleration? If you go by a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler, you will have a part called as the accelerator. What is an accelerator? It gives speed to the engine. It makes the bike or the car run fast. Okay? So accelerate. What do you mean by accelerate? Making or speeding up. Okay? So the primary macroeconomic objective is the acceleration of the growth of national income. There is national income. Every country has got national income. That is not enough. We have to keep growing. Day by day, we have to keep growing. At the same time, the growth has to have some speed. You have to accelerate. So this is the primary macroeconomic objective of every nation. For that, to have growth in our nation, we need capital formation. So what do you mean by capital formation? We have income. Individuals, we have income. A part of the income is used for consumption and the unspent portion is called as saving. Okay. So income, Y is equal to C plus S. Y is equal to C plus S. What do you understand by Y is equal to C plus S? Y, out of our income, a part is used for consumption and the remaining or the unspent portion is used for saving. With this saving, we can do investment. With the saving, okay, the consumption function gives the relationship between expenditure and the national income. The unspent portion of the national income is called as savings, which becomes investment, and thereby this becomes the capital. So from the income, we spend a portion, and the remaining unspent portion is called as savings. With that savings, we invest somewhere, and thereby the investment that we have made becomes the capital. So in this chapter, we shall be learning about the consumption function, the psychological law of consumption, the investment function, the multiplier, accelerator, and super multiplier. First concept is the consumption function. Consumption function. So what is a consumption function? The consumption function, or propensity to consume, refers to the relationship between income and consumption. So what is consumption function? It is the propensity, or you should have a willingness to consume. How do you consume? You consume only if you have an income. So the consumption function, or propensity to consume, refers to the relationship between income and consumption. So the consumption function can be given as C is a function of y. C is a function of y. So from this equation, it is very clear that C is a dependent variable and y is an independent variable. Why do I say that? Consumption depends on the income. So based on your income only, you tend to consume. If your income is 500 rupees, your consumption will be low. If your income is 10,000 rupees, according to the 10,000 rupees, you will start consuming. If your income is 1 lakh or 1 crore, your consumption will also increase. So consumption is a function of y. Here C is a dependent variable. C is dependent on y, and y is an independent variable. C stands for consumption, y is the income, and f is the function. So this is very, very important. The consumption function, or the propensity to consume. What do you mean by propensity to consume, or what is consumption function? You have to write this answer with the function. C is equal to f of y. C is a function of y. In mathematical terms, consumption can be given as C is equal to A plus by. C is equal to A plus by. This is mathematical equation for consumption. C is equal to A plus by, where C is consumption, A is a constant, okay, A is constant, Y is income, and B is called as marginal propensity to consume. I shall explain all this in the next slide, okay. C is consumption, A is a constant, Y is the income, and B is equal to marginal propensity to consume. Next is income consumption schedule. Income consumption schedule. What do you mean by income consumption schedule? Here you have a tabular column. Income, consumption, and savings. Income. This is randomly they have given one value, okay? 0, 60, 120, 180, 240, 300, 360. That is, income is increasing in crores, 60 crores. So this is a schedule between the income and consumption, the relationship between income and consumption. So since it is given in the form of a tabular column, you call it as schedule. This is given in crores. So we have the rupee sign, rupees, crores, okay? So here you have income. Income increases by 60 crores. See the consumption. When the income is 0, the consumption is 20. You might be wondering, this is saying the income is 0. But how does the person consume? He might consume from his past saving, or he can beg from someone or borrow from someone. So this consumption is called as autonomous consumption. Consumption which is not dependent on Y. In the previous slide, I told you that consumption is always dependent on income. Consumption is always dependent on income. But here I say consumption is not dependent because the income is zero, but the person tends to consume for 20 crores. Okay, so how does it happen? It might happen due to past savings or borrowing or begging also. So here the income is zero, the consumption is 20. So how much is his saving? He's not saving anything. So it is minus 20. How do you calculate savings? Y minus C. So y is 0 minus 20 will give you minus 20. Next here, income has increased to 60 and the consumption has also increased. It is not 20 but it has come to 70. So what do you understand from here? As your income increases, your consumption also increases. Okay. When it was 0, it was 20. When the income increases 60, consumption also increases. When income increases to 120, consumption also increases. When income increases to 180, consumption also increases. So whenever there is an increase in the income, there is an increase in the consumption. So there is a direct relationship between income and consumption. So what about the savings? How do you calculate savings? Income minus consumption. So here it is minus 20. Here 60 minus 70 minus 10, 120 minus 120 0. So here it is no saving, no saving. Whatever the person earns, he is spending. 120 minus 120 0. Here 180 minus 170 10. I hope you understood this schedule. So the table shows that consumption is an increasing function of income. What do you mean by increasing function? Consumption increases whenever there is an increase in the income. So this table shows that consumption is an increasing function of income because consumption expenditure increases with an increase in income. Hope you understood this. Now this is just an assumption. This is just enabling you to understand mathematically. Suppose if we take C is equal to 100 plus 0.8y. We are just assuming, okay, from this mathematical equation C is equal to A plus BY. They are just substituting some values. C is equal to 100 plus 0.8y. Then MPC is equal to 0.8. Why do I say MPC is equal to 0.8? In the previous slide, what is the mathematical equation? C is equal to A plus BY, or even here you have C is equal to A plus BY. In the place of B, what do you have? 0.8. Because already we have seen B is equal to MPC. What is B? B is MPC. B is MPC. Look at this equation. C is equal to A plus BY. What is B here? B represents MPC. So in the place of B, what do you have here? 0.8. That's why I say B is equal to 0.8 or MPC is equal to 0.8. Did you understand, girls? Am I clear? In the place of B in this equation, in the place of B, I have 0.8. What is 0.8? 0.8 is B. What is B? B is marginal propensity to consume. Marginal propensity to consume. That is only MPC.